An emergency broadcast on TV announces the emergence of a new virus at an airport. Infected individuals become violently aggressive, and soon the airport is engulfed in flames. 2 months later, the virus has spread globally, transforming people into zombie-like beings called ferals. Governments attempt to establish quarantines, but protests erupt as some citizens argue that ferals are still human. The military intervenes, clashing with civilians and worsening the chaos. One afternoon, all TV signals abruptly cut off. Abigail and her brother receive a call from their father, a pilot, who explains he is helping evacuate people and assures them they'll be safe with their mother. A noise upstairs prompts the family to flee the house. As they try to escape in their car, a feral attacks and kills their mother. Abigail hides under the car and witnesses the feral attacking her brother too. When a police siren distracts the feral, it flees. Abigail hears her brother calling out but watches in horror as her mother transforms into a feral and kills him. Cassius arrives, shooting the mother and rescuing Abigail. Her brother begins transforming, forcing Cassius to shoot him as well. A decade later, the world is desolate, overrun by nature, and populated by few surviving humans. Abigail, now a teenager, hunts alongside Cassius, who has trained her well. During a hunting trip, the duo encounters signs of danger, a feral scout, and narrowly escapes an approaching horde. They continue traveling, with Cassius relentlessly training Abigail. Abigail and Cassius stumble upon a group of survivors. A misunderstanding arises when one survivor is killed by a feral while Abigail accidentally shoots him. Tensions escalate until a pregnant woman named Megan intervenes to calm everyone. Suddenly, a massive feral horde attacks. Despite their efforts, many survivors perish. Cassius and Abigail help Megan, her husband David, and a few others escape in a car. The group travels toward a riverside colony, though Abigail and Cassius are skeptical about its survival prospects. Along the way, their car breaks down, forcing them to continue on foot. They take refuge in an abandoned town overnight. While discussing their plans, Abigail suggests helping the couple reach the colony, but Cassius refuses, fearing retaliation from the horde. However, after bonding with David, Cassius reluctantly agrees to assist them. The group discovers a nearby airport where Abigail's father once kept a small plane. Inside his hangar, they find a damaged aircraft. David repairs it while the horde closes in. As they prepare to take off, the horde attacks. Cassius holds them off, allowing Abigail to successfully fly the plane away. However, the aircraft malfunctions mid-flight, crashing near a train station. Miraculously, everyone survives. After the plane crash, the group discovers a nearby train station and decides to rest there. Cassius studies the map, estimating it will take 2 days to reach the colony. Abigail counts their dwindling ammunition, emphasizing their precarious situation. The next morning, as they continue their journey, David's condition worsens. Cassius confirms his suspicion that David has been bitten. He gives David the option to reveal this to the group but warns he will shoot him if he doesn't act soon. That evening, the group stumbles upon a house with lights on. Despite Cassius' caution, Abigail approaches and pleads for help, mentioning Megan's pregnancy. Norton, the homeowner, invites them in but demands they surrender their weapons. Inside, Norton reveals he is an engineer who has built devices to sustain himself. His unsettling views about humanity deserving the pandemic become apparent during dinner. Unknown to the group, Norton drugs them and conducts experiments on David, who is secretly bitten. When they awaken, they discover they've been imprisoned in Norton's basement alongside his infected wife, whom he controls with a mysterious device. David manages to break free, and the group escapes, stealing Norton's car. However, Megan goes into labor during the escape. The group finally reaches the colony, where guards intervene to save them from the horde. Megan is taken to the infirmary, and the survivors are granted temporary refuge. The next morning, Cassius learns from the midwife that Megan only has a few hours left to live. Before passing, Megan gifts Cassius her family locket and reminds him of his promise to protect her child. She named her child Hope. Meanwhile, Norton arrives at the forest, finding evidence of the colony's location. Using his device, he commands the horde to attack, seeking revenge. Chaos erupts as the horde breaches the colony. Abigail saves Roderick and assigns tasks to the teen gang. Those with weapons must find higher ground to defend, while Roderick guides survivors to safety via a hidden dam. Amid the chaos, Abigail reunites with Cassius, and together they fight off ferals. However, Norton confronts Cassius, gloating about creating a safer world. After a fierce struggle, Cassius destroys Norton's device, leaving him vulnerable to the horde. As the survivors evacuate through a tunnel, Roderick hesitates to detonate explosives until Abigail and Cassius narrowly escape. The explosion wipes out the ferals but also destroys the colony. In the aftermath, the survivors regroup at the abandoned dam. Cassius reveals he took Norton's notebook, which contains instructions for building a generator, offering hope for rebuilding.